Never was a possibility. I don't know where that kind of stuff comes from. It's like, I tell people all the time, Tank's his own boss. Really don't have an opinion on that. Coach, if that's what Coach Calvin said, I respect his opinion. He's one of the top trainers in the sport. So that, I don't have an opinion.
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Leonard Ellerbe has spoken out after Gervonta Davis reportedly parted ways with Calvin Ford, saying he never imagined this would happen. He appeared surprised and disappointed, stressing that Ford has played a major role in Davis' rise and success throughout his career. The situation continues to raise questions because Ellerbe has always spoken highly of Ford and the impact he has had as a trainer. He has often argued that Ford deserves Trainer of the Year recognition and has questioned why he has not received the respect and credit he deserves. Despite everything he has accomplished in boxing, semicolon.
And again, I've been singing his praises. I've said when Tank wins this fight, he's going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be the front runner for Fighter of the Year. And there goes the trainer too.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of credit for obvious reasons because, and it's just weird. That kind of thing is kind of weird to me because, not switching gears, but Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year.
Yeah.
His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah.
Ellerbe and Calvin Ford share more than just a professional partnership. Over the years, they have built a close relationship based on trust, respect, and a shared commitment to helping fighters reach their full potential. Their strong connection has been an important part of developing talented boxers, including Gervonta Davis, and has helped guide him on his journey to becoming one of the biggest names in the sport.
He took his gym bag.
I remember that.
He took his gym bag, like I said.
His best of the whole
The
time.
whole time. The whole time.
That was a classic, yeah. That's a classic. But that's how this fight reminded me of, but I didn't know all the backstory.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of history with them fights. A lot of history.
So this is going to be real crazy.
Leonard Ellerbe was a key figure at Mayweather Promotions from the very beginning and played an important role in building the careers of several fighters, including Gervonta Davis. However, ongoing disagreements within the company, particularly about the direction of Davis' career, eventually led Ellerbe to step away from the organization. His departure marked a significant shift in the boxing world and changed the landscape of fighter promotion.
Biggest news over the weekend to me was Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather parting ways. I just was a girls' collection a week and a half ago, and them niggas was in the club together. So to see Leonard Ellerbe, who started off, as far as I know, I'm not even talking about Grand Rapids, Michigan, or anything else when they growing up. He started off in the corner with Floyd. Not his main trainer or anything like that, but the nigga get the water, the towel, and he started off a corner man to become the guy who actually started helping him run Mayweather.
Calvin Ford has always believed that while coaches and mentors can guide a fighter, true success ultimately depends on the athlete's own talent, hard work, and determination. He has consistently said that no single person should take all the credit for Gervonta Davis's accomplishments. According to Ford, Davis showed exceptional ability from an early stage, long before anyone played a role in developing his professional career.
Was it for Tank to learn?
That was the blessing. That wasn't my work. That wasn't Tank work. That wasn't Floyd work. It was the stars, the moons, or whatever, bringing them together to create greatness. So we can have this greatness carry us to the next generation.
You showed humbleness on stage at the press conference today, giving it immense props to the guys at the other side of the table, to Tank, to Goosen, to...
I grew up off them. I grew up off the legends of what they did when we was watching boxing, when they said boxing was great.
Leonard Ellerbe has frequently praised Gervonta Davis for his exceptional talent, explosive punching power, and commanding presence in the ring. At the same time, he has consistently recognized Calvin Ford for the years of dedication, coaching, and guidance that helps Davis grow into one of boxing's most dangerous and successful fighters.
I'm very, very confident Tank beats all those guys. All those guys. You name, any of them you name, Tank can beat them.
Where would a fight with like a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez sort of sit on the grand scheme of his schedule?
I don't think that you can put a timeline on that kind of stuff because the big fights happen when they really make sense for both sides. And you know, I know the fans get a little impatient at times, and that's understandable because they don't really understand how the business goes. You know, Tank's coming off of a fight where, you know, he's made tens of millions of dollars, and Tank alone has been generating, you know, 8-figure revenue every single fight. Tank makes you an offer, it's probably not going to be what you expect because you get paid on what you kind of weigh. Tank is here, and the other guys are there, and I'm solely talking about generating the revenue.
After going their separate ways professionally, Calvin Ford said he still wants to see Gervonta Davis succeed and continue improving in the ring. He explained that Davis needs people around him who will challenge him, push him to get better, and help him reach an even higher level in his career. Ford's comments show that he still cares about Davis' future and wants to see him continue growing as a fighter despite their split.
I'm hoping that he do what I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push that so I can see different levels of it. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the, you know, the training camp, how was it? Or you said you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it, you know, splitting the time? How's it going to be splitting the time to
no, this
Saturday
night? We do all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I got to do is speak. Then take out history. Since he was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, yo, I'm glad you here now. He watched him. He said, boom. And I see the light in Tank. You know, I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to, you know, being in the corner, how do you see Gervonta right now, you know, just being in camp? Because at first, when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that...
Y'all have to understand. He a young man. He have a family. He want to do something. Enjoy something. Don't take some time. I took a little bit of time off. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes you. Get you back on that. You know, so tonight, you know, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I miss him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see.
Calvin asked about returning to Gervonta Davis' corner and how Davis looks in training. Calvin Ford explained that people need to remember Tank is still a young man with a family and a life outside of boxing. He said it's natural for Davis to think about stepping away for a while because everyone needs time to relax, enjoy life, and recharge. Ford added that taking a break can refresh a fighter mentally and physically, helping them come back with more energy, focus, and motivation when they're ready to compete again. Calvin Ford said that spending time away from Gervonta Davis made both of them realize how much they valued their relationship. He explained that after being apart, it became clear they had missed each other, and he is excited to continue working together. Looking back, Ford has often spoken about Davis' early years, saying his talent was obvious from a young age and that he consistently stood out from other fighters. Davis has also described Ford as a father figure, showing that their relationship has always been built on trust, respect, and a bond that goes far beyond boxing.
When a kid was playing, he'd smack the shit out of the kid, then tell him to go get their parent, then tell him why he was playing. and I used to sit there and trip off. He said, y'all shouldn't be playing with older guys. You know what I'm saying? When you playing with older guys, they supposed to check y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, I taught him good. You don't play with your elders or talk, out of line with them and whatnot. And I think Tank liked it that. Tank liked it that because, them two used to be together, man. I used to watch them and whatnot. And I had another kid in here. He used to say, man, your father the best, man. I wish they was my dad. And that's when Tank used to always say, that's my dad coach right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a family-orientated situation, man, that you couldn't get around it, man.
How does it feel having young men at the time, but now grown men calling you dad, and you're not their biological father?
Yo, it's scary.
Does that put a different pressure on you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you when it really hit me. One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had this little daughter, And he said, like a pop right there. You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside. And I was like, damn. And when I look at him now, I still hear Lil Tank, but I know he a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
The relationship between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford has always been much deeper than a typical trainer and fighter partnership. Davis has said that Ford understood him so well during fights that he could often predict his next move, especially when he was about to take control of a bout or wear his opponent down. That level of understanding reflected the strong trust, experience, and connection they built together over many years.
Before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I called it out, didn't I?
Every time he come in the corner and talk to me, I said, yo, what you doing? He'll look this way, he'll look this way. He's about to stop.
Then I started touching them more and more. When they gonna give him the credit for one of the smartest battles.
That was a beautiful boxing display.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, smart.
That's what I call, you wasn't looking for the knockout, but you was placing your shit. He already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit.
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, come on. Tank can't, every fight Tank come and tell me, I'm gonna knock him out. He'll tell me, I'm gonna knock him out.